ఈ కామర్స్ ఏబిపిఎస్సి జేఎల్ఆర్టీఎల్లో మనకి ఇచ్చిన 8 సబ్జెక్ట్స్లో వన్ ఆఫ్ ద సబ్జెక్ట్ ఈస్ ఈ కామర్స్. ప్రీవియస్ క్వశ్చన్స్ చూస్తే కనుక నియర్లీ 10 to 15 క్వశ్చన్స్ ఆర్ ఆస్కింగ్ ఫ్రమ్ ద సబ్జెక్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఈ కామర్స్. ఒకసారి ప్రీవియస్ 2017లో డిఎల్ అడిగిన క్వశ్చన్స్ అండ్ 2020లో జేఎల్ అండ్ డిఎల్లో అడిగిన ఈ కామర్స్ క్వశ్చన్స్ ఈ వీడియోలో చూద్దాం మనం. సో 2017 డిగ్రీ కాలేజ్ లెక్చరర్స్ ఏబిపిఎస్సి డిఎల్ 2017లో ఈ కామర్స్ అడిగిన క్వశ్చన్స్ ఒకసారి చూద్దాం. బేస్డ్ ఆన్ దట్ మనకున్న సిలబస్ ఏంటి అండ్ మనం ఏ టాపిక్స్ నుంచి క్వశ్చన్స్ అడుగుతున్నారో we will understand. First question: which of the following permits the transmission of a bill along with payment of that bill to be conducted over the internet? ఈ ప్రాసెస్ ఏమంటాం? సో ఎలక్ట్రానిక్ బిల్ presentation and payment is permit the transaction of a bill along with the payment of that bill to be conducted over the internet. So through over the internet, electronic bill presentation and payment permits the transaction of bill along with the payment of that bill. So, next question: in NetBill's protocol for small payments for internet services, options: key to decrypt information is sent to customer by NetBill only when there is enough amount in a debit account. The vendor supplies the key to NetBill server when he receives payment. Vendor does not encrypt information purchased by the customer. Checksum of encrypted information received by customer is attached to his payment order. Um, Select the cut options. So out of the given 4 options, which of the following options are correct? Option 1, 2 and 4 are correct. The third one is not correct. Let's see. The third one: vendor does not encrypt information purchased by customer. It's out of my syllabus. Which form of e-market space brings the buyers and sellers together from the same industry? So same industry means vertical, different means horizontal. Which form of e-market space brings that buyers and sellers together from the same industry? Vertical e-market space brings the buyer and sellers together from the same industry. Electronic file that distinctively identifies the individuals and websites on the internet and enables secure and confidential communication is called. It is a digital certificate. Digital certificate is an electronic file that distinctively identifies the individuals and websites on the internet and enables secure and confidential communication. This is called digital certificate. A creative presentation of ad message to make impact on the audience. A creative presentation of ad message to make impact on the audience is called ad copy. Advertising that appears while consumers are surfing the web, including banner and tickler ads, industrials, skyscrapers, and other forms, is called. These are all called online advertising. Online advertising includes banner ads, tickler ads, industrials, skyscrapers, and other forms is called online advertising. The online ads that pop up between changes on a website is referred as interstitials. Interstitials. The online ads that pop up between changes on a website is referred as interstitials. వెబ్సైట్ కి వేరే వెబ్సైట్ కి మారుతున్నప్పుడు ఇన్ బిట్వీన్ వచ్చే యాడ్స్ మనం ఇంటర్స్టియల్స్ అంటాం. వాట్ ఆర్ ద కాంపోనెంట్స్ ఆఫ్ ఈ బిజినెస్ మోడల్? Web server, webmaster, internet, and web administrator. So internet is compulsory for e-business model. So option 3 must be there. Option 3 is in every option there is there. Web server, webmaster, and web administrator. Which one out of the above is correct? The components of e-business model: web server and internet. Web server and internet are the components of e-business model. Next question: which of the following is not a benefit of e-commerce? Direct question from e-commerce, not a benefit. E-commerce increase the net cost. No, e-commerce will decrease the net cost per unit. So remaining are the benefits. E-commerce offers greater flexibility in meeting consumer needs. Right. E-commerce can help to reduce cost. Right. E-commerce can increase potential market share. This is also right. And the process that includes all electronic based information exchanges within or between companies or customers is e-business. The process. Now here we need to understand what is the difference between e-commerce and e-business. Selling and buying of goods on online is called e-commerce. We know that, but e-business means is a process includes all electronic based information exchanges within or between companies or customers is e-business. Okay, e-business in electronic based information exchange within companies or between companies or customers. That is e-business. Next question. Which of the following would not be considered to be among the major internet domains? Major internet domains B2C, B2B, C2C, but G2C, government to consumer, they're not considered the more important major internet domains. And B2B, business to business trading network that link a particular seller with his own trading partners are called private trading networks. B2B trading networks that link a particular seller with its own trading partners is called private trading networks. In 2020 law, the questions which were asked in degree college lecturers APPSC DL 2020. So what stands for EDI? EDI stands for electronic data interchange. So the following statement is not considered as a merit of e-commerce. It does not facilitate globalization of business. Is not a merit of e-commerce. It is a merit actually. It is actually it facilitates globalization of business. That is the right answer. So remaining it is can convert business 24 hours, right? It creates new market easily, right? It reduces cost to buyers is also right. And EFT stands for electronic fund transfer, electronics fund transfer. Which of the following e-commerce business model is also called as reverse auction or demand collection model? That is called C2B, consumer to buyer. Dash is an organization that maintain one or more gateway computers and provides internet access facility to other users by allowing them to connect their computers to its own gateway computers by using a modem. So ISP stands for 1 second. ISP stands for Internet Service Provider. Internet Service Provider is an organization that maintains one or more gateway computers, okay, and provides internet access facility to other users by allowing them to connect their computers to its own gateway computers by using a modem. That is called ISP. In the Google also, ISP is a company that provides internet access to individuals and organizations. ISPs can provide access through various means such as dial-up, cable, wireless, and fiber optic connections. That is is a service provider. Next question. Which of the following e-commerce business model is also called reverse auction or demand collection model? Paul Samuelson. Which of the following e-commerce business model is also called as reverse auction or demand collection model? Uh, Remove this question. I think the options are not belong to this question. I think the same question also repeated. Second question, which of the following e-commerce business is also called as reverse auction demand action models? That is C to B. Remove this question. Dash was created. Dash was created to translate the words. Dash was created to translate the words user types into the IP address of the site. Domain name system. HTTP stands for Hypertext Transfer Protocol. Dash is a part of the TCP or IP protocol and permit user to transfer files from the server to the client machine and vice versa. Which protocol? File transfer protocol is a part of TCP protocol or internet provider. What is TCP? Transmission control protocol uh, permits users to transfer files from the server to the client machine and vice versa. File transfer protocol. HTTP transfer and hypertext transfer protocol. What is domain name system? Domain name system was created to translate the words, translate words, user types into the IP address of the site. What is domain name system? Domain name system is a system that translates domain names into IP addresses which are used to access resources on the internet. Actually, how it works, when you type a domain name into your browser, a DNS server translates the name into an IP address. This allows you to use words instead of numbers to access websites. How domain names are structured? Domain names are made up of labels separated by dots. For example, in the domain name forum.support.example.com, .com is the top level domain. Example is the domain name. Support is a subdomain and forum is a subdomain of support. Domain name system was created to transfer the words, user types in into IP address of the site. That is domain name system. File transfer protocol. Before that, what is an ISP? Internet Service Provider is an organization that maintains one or more gateway computers and provides internet access facility to other users by allowing them to connect their computers to its own gateway computers by using a modem. Yes. Next question: which of the following statement is false? A credit card system is a credit system in a retail transactions which has a present spending limit based on the user's credit limit. First of all, we see the options D is false. E-payment cannot be made without physical transfer of cash or document. Actually, e-payment can be made without physical transfer of cash or document. So option 4 is directly, we can see it is false answer. And the remaining three, let's see. We know a credit card system is a credit system in the retail transactions which has present a spending limit ఉంటుంది based on the user credit limit. Up to the credit limit, the consumer they can spend that, can use that limit to purchase goods in retail. A smart card is a plastic card of the size of the credit card with an integrated circuit built in it. That is also right. A debit card is a banking card enhanced with automated teller machine ATM and point of sales features so that it can be used at merchant locations. Both the above three options are right and fourth option is false. And the dash of the addresses at which web pages can be found. URLs are the addresses at which web pages can be found. Web pages. Unified resource locator. And let's see another definition of URL. URL means uniform resource locator, is a unique identifier for a resource on the internet. It is also known as web addresses. URLs are used by browsers to retrieve resources like HTML pages, images, and CSS document. URL, uniform resource locator, is are the addresses at which web pages can be found. ATM stands for automated teller machine, and DAS refers to any communication technology that permits clients to play streaming audio and video files at acceptable speed, that is generally anything above 100 kbps. Broadband. Broadband refers to is a technology that permits clients to play streaming audio and video files at acceptable speeds, that is generally anything above 100 kbps. Broadband. Which of the following statement is false? XML, Extensible Modern Language. IE means Internet Explorer, HTML means Hypertext Markup Language, and SGM stands for Standard Generalized Markup Language. Then what stands for XML? XML stands for Extensible Markup Language. It is not modern language, it is markup language. XML is a markup language that describes the text into in a digital document using a set of codes or tags. It describes the text in a digital document using a set of codes or tags. Last question. Dash is the programming language used to create most web pages and which provide designers with a fixed set of tags that are used to format a web page. Hypertext Markup Language is a programming language used to create most web pages and which provide designers with a fixed set of tags that are used to format a web page. HTML. Hypertext Markup Language is a standard markup language for creating web pages. Web page HTML is a programming language used to create most web pages. In short, is a code for creating web pages using tags and other commands the browser reads and converts into normal web pages by people see. HTML is a programming language. Okay, next JL 2020 commerce e-commerce questions. Which of the following is not an e-commerce platform? Safari, Shopify, BigCommerce, 3D Card. These are all our e-commerce platforms. Safari is a web browser, I think so. Which is the full form of MICR, magnetable magnetic ink character recognition, MICR, magnetic ink character recognition, MICR. Which of the following protocol is used for encrypting the information so that the card details and all other sensitive data can be protected? Is called SSL protocol, Secure Standard SSL protocol. The full form of SSL is Secure Socket Layer Protocol. Is used for encrypting the information so that card details and all other sensitive data can be protected. What is the term used for a tunnel that connects your bank account to a platform where you need to transfer money is called payment gateway. In which of the following pricing strategies, product prices continuously adjust sometimes in a matter of minutes. It's called dynamic pricing. The dynamic pricing is right now used in for booking of tickets for premium Tatkal. Dynamic pricing is there. In computer science, what is the term for a set of rules or procedures on transmitting data between electronic devices such as computers called the protocol? Which online business model is being explained using below 2 points? It links consumers to online merchants, online shopping malls, and auction sites. It helps users to collect information on an item for which they are searching and allows user to browse independently owned storefronts. Portal business model, storefront business model, auction business model, and a hybrid business model. Store portal business model. Portal business model links consumers to online merchants, online shops, and auction sites, and helps users to collect information on an item for which they are searching and allows users to browse independently owned storefronts. Portal business model. RTGS transaction limit is 2 lakhs before. And what is the name of the system introduced by the Indian government that powers multiple bank accounts into a single mobile application of any participating bank, merging several banking features, seamless fund routing, and merchant payment into one code? It's called a UPI Unified Payment Interface. www, World Wide Web. Um, the inventor of www is Tim Berners-Lee. Which of the following organization has developed BHIM app, National Payment Corporation of India, and the conceptual framework that describes the functions of the networking or any communication system independently from the underlying technology infrastructure is called open system interconnection. The conceptual framework that describes functions of the networking or telecommunication system independently from the underlying technology infrastructure or open system interconnection. RTGS payments is real time, is not a web browser. Google is not a web browser. Google is not a web browser. Safari is a web browser. Mozilla Firefox, UC browser, these are all web browsers. Google, then what is Google? Actually, Google is a search engine. It's not a web browser, it is a search engine. What is the term used for an organization that accepts card payments by accepting as a link between merchants, issuers, and payment networks is called acquirers. What is the name of the process for replacing sensitive data with unique identifier symbols that retains all the essential information about the data without compromising security is called tokenization. Next, which are the following type of credit card theft where crooks use a small device to steal credit card information in an otherwise legitimate credit or debit card transaction? This is called card skimming. As per the recent announcement by RBI, from which days the next transactions are now allowed to be done even after the usual banking hours by using Stride through processing models by the bank. 16 December, 15 December. No one can answer this type of question, so no problem. Uh, which are the following are the parts of IP address? Network part and host part. 4 ops is called IP4 address. The address that is usually represented in dotted decimal notation, and where each decimal value represents the 4 bytes is IP4 address. Okay, that's all. These are the questions which were asked in MPSC DL, JL, and DL, that in e-commerce from e-commerce subject. Thank you.